Now, going into this movie, I actually was ready to give it a chance because I actually kind of like some of James Gunn's movies, like Slither. Yes, he directed that movie, and a lot of people forget about that. And I will never forget that movie. Anyway, I like some of his work, especially one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. So I thought maybe all the critics were wrong, right? It just can't be right. Maybe it is good, and everyone else is just wrong about this movie. And then I went and saw it, and the critics were more than wrong. They were really wrong because this movie was just awful. Like, awful in every freaking way possible. I don't know what they were thinking when they approved that script because I don't think I've ever seen any movie where a single character vomited or expelled as many bodily fluids in a single movie as this one. And like that's not what you go to see a movie about a female superhero for, right? Nobody wants to see a chick like vomiting all over the place or going to the bathroom and falling asleep on the can because she's so drunk and pissing all over the place. Like there's a scene where you watch her take a piss on a toilet with the door open. Like it's disgusting. I don't want to see that. And let's say you brought a kid with you. Like I don't want to show that to like a little kid. Be like, look, this is your icon. And then she's dressed like a freaking homeless hobo the entire movie. She's dressed like a bum. It's why? We want to see her in like cute outfits or something cool. And like she doesn't get the outfit till the end of the movie. And even then, it's really short lived. So I don't know who approved this or how this made it through the door because this could have been a really cool movie if they had just written a better script. And it's not superhero fatigue. This movie is just a bad story, a bad script, and the movie's bad. Because even that Superman movie wasn't bad. It was fine as it was. I actually kind of enjoyed it. So I don't hate that guy that plays Superman, and I don't hate that movie, but this movie was just awful. And another thing about it is that everything is so human. Like all the aliens look like they're human. All the places they go are very human. They go to human bars. They listen to human music. She gets on a human bus and rides the space bus. So it's just like riding a bus on Earth. Like, why would the bus in space be like riding a bus on Earth? Like, it's so stupid. Why don't you get creative with it? Why don't you make the aliens look like aliens? Why does everything just look like lazy Star Wars ripoffs? And all the settings that they go to, everywhere is dark and bland and boring. Like she's on boring planet where she parked her ship that's more like a trailer in the middle of a boring field with nothing around it. And then they go to like some other planet that's like a bunch of nothing and it's a bunch of empty fields. Like, did they just not have budget to make actual places to go to because it's either that or inside a grungy shitty bar? Like, I don't get it. I don't know why. Like they didn't, and they spent a lot of money on this, and you'd think they would have like made something a little bit better. They also make her really weak in this movie, and I guess that's part of her traveling around trying to be weak so she could become a drunk. But it's just like you'd think she would be more powerful to punch people, but it's just the whole movie is really low scale as far as her power level goes. And then by the end, even when she has her powers, it's not that impressive, and then she immediately gets hit by like more kryptonite to make her weak again. So it really wasn't very long lived to even see her have her powers when she did even have them. And then the whole thing with having her murder the guy at the end, like what's up with that? Are we supposed to be like happy for this character? Like, oh wow, she murders people brutally, and that what an icon, what someone to like somebody to look up to if you're a young girl. Like really? This is like the opposite of what you want to be in life. And the Lobo cameo really kind of went over my head because I don't know anything about that character. And I've never read any comics that had him in it. I don't know if I ever saw the episode of Superman in the 90s that had him in it either. So I didn't even appreciate that character. I mean, he seems kind of cool, but he didn't really do much. And then he was kind of just riding his space motorcycle around and then flies away at the end. And there's that scene in the middle where the whiny teenagers sitting there in the jail and trying to escape from jail. And like, there's a really long time where you just don't see Supergirl. And I actually was sitting there thinking like, I haven't seen Supergirl in like 10, 20, 15 minutes of this movie. I wonder what she's up to. But I think that's when she was dying in a cave somewhere. So whatever, I guess. Now for today's sponsor, myself. If you like some of my work, you can support me by going to my website at foxtailllc.com and checking out some of my apparel or other merchandise. Today's featured product is the This Is Miyamoto meme t-shirt. It's available in both men and women sizes, and it's entirely human made. I don't use AI whatsoever. It's all made by me. So you can either pick up a t-shirt, or if you feel so inclined, you can donate on the donations tab. Check it out at foxtailllc.com, link in the description. So anyway, what was the plot of this movie? I even missed like the first 10 minutes because I didn't even care enough, and the trailers and all that is more than 30 minutes these days, so I don't know what time the movies start. I don't think it made any difference because I just showed up and she was in a bar and vomiting already. And then she vomited again later when she was trying to puke up the milk. And then I think she vomits when she's fighting the guy outside. Like, it's just a lot of bodily fluids from this girl in this movie. And that was disgusting. I didn't like it at all. The story was terrible. I don't know why James Gunn approved this because he's usually a pretty good director and even script writer. So I just hope whatever they're doing next is better than this movie, because do not go see this. It will just make you sad and upset you. Although parts of the story were kind of interesting, like her backstory, where her story of escaping Krypton and how she survived. I didn't know any of that, so that was actually something new and interesting, which I think it would have been better to have just done her origin story in this movie than like jump around with her being a bum and vomiting. So, whatever, too late to fix it now. And I don't recommend this. Don't go see it. I give it 1 out of 3 stars. It's bad, but not the worst movie in the world. I've definitely seen worse. So, thanks for listening, and sound off in the comments if you have any other thoughts about this awful movie, or if you actually liked it. More power to you. Thank you.